Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about transit Saturn conjunct one's natal, Black Moon Lilith. When we're talking about transits that involve Saturn, it could be about restrictions, limitations, structure, discipline, responsibility, laborious work and efforts. And when you have transit Saturn conjoining one's natal Black Moon Lilith, well, this could manifest in restrictions, limitations, structure, discipline, taking responsibility for laborious work and efforts. It could be with the negative manifestation of the sign. Let's say if it's in Leo, if you've expressed any, loud, boisterous energy or made a scene and attention-seeking things that maybe negative. This is the time where you might be, having to take responsibility for. I forget the name of the movie, but it was. I remember Val Kilmer was in it, and he dropped an apple. I mean, he didn't drop it. He gave the teacher an apple, and teacher dropped the apple into the garbage can, and then the apple exploded. I mean, that could be like an Aquarius type Black Moon Lilith manifestation, and paying the consequences for very outlandish, very, I say, unique behavior, which is negative, using ingenuity for all the wrong reasons. But anyway, this is also Black Moon Lilith is connected with the dark side of the zodiac sign. Say if this is in Scorpio, it could be something connected with vengeful or vindictive, sadistic behavior. And maybe the time, Saturn is karmic, so it might be paying some debt, karmic debt for this at this time, for through the expression of the dark side associated with the Black Moon Lilith placement. Black Moon Lilith could also be about suffering, so it might be a time where suffering might be causing perhaps more dejection or sorrow or despondency. It could even be being somewhat, depressed at this time. Might be a reason for suffered. It could be restrictions or limitations in one's life that might be causing more emotional upsetment, which could be suffering on an emotional level, of course. Black Moon Wolf is also can be connected with a formidable adversary. Could represent a formidable adversary, somebody that just figured provocatively, or if it played a prominent role in one's life scheme. So this could be somebody that could be an older person may come into view. That might be somebody that could be a very powerful enemy, or person that could figure prominently in your life. It could be, could be the father in some cases. It could be, again, an older person, could be a grandparent, maybe somebody that's a mentor or is in some Saturn like profession, such as working with the government, politics, accounting, dentistry, somebody that's in some kind of, just like a business person. And also, too, you keep in mind in some very isolated cases, the really one of the strongest negative manifestations of the Black Moon Lilith is death. So in some cases, it could be, the death of a father, an older person, somebody that was a mentor. It could be a grandparent, somebody that might have been, older friend that figured prominently in your life. This could be a person too. Well, another thing I want to say is that as far as the Black Moon Lilith goes, it can also represent what we have, what is very, what we would consider, what we want to suppress, what we don't want unveiled, and we don't want let out. It's something that we may conceal, and something that might terrify us if it becomes unveiled. So it might be taking responsibility in some cases for something that we really wanted suppressed, or we didn't want unveiled, or want to come out at this time. And now, I mean, it's just obviously it's dependent on the sign that it is in. If it's in Gemini, it might be something with plagiarism, or just prevarication, general forgery. Um, it could be also to in Taurus, it might be something with extortion or embezzlement. Now, it's also, Black Moon Lilith can be connected with the void or a hole that maybe that we could have in our life as well. And Saturn is that planet connected with sorrow, sadness, despondency, and we could be feeling more sorrowful regarding where we feel that emptiness in our life. If it's in Taurus, going back to zodiac sign Taurus, it could be uh, something with that's on a monetary level, material items, possessions. It could be lack of self-worth or self-esteem. But the Black Moon Lilith is also associated with the erotic, very strong, powerful, erotic sexual side, uninhibited sexual energy. So this could be a time too where you might feel more very strongly sexually attracted to an older person, a more mature person, somebody that's got that's might be very disciplined, that has structure, that's very career oriented. This could be a time where you might be more erotic, more attracted on a very erotic sexual level. That could be the kind of person that might that might cause very strong arousal at this time, but it also might be a time where that energy may be more limited and restricted at this time, more so than usual. And the thing about this too, another way this could manifest and pan out, could be a father or an older person, might be more prominent in terms of the worst expression of the place of this placement. Maybe the person might encourage it, whether it's unwittingly or what have you, inadvertently. Say if this is an Aquarius in the eighth house, for example, it could be some behavior and causing dissension, something with astrology, which is Aquarius, and it could be out of vengeance, out of jealousy, which is the eighth house. Also, too, this could be about be expressed in laborious efforts and embracing the higher level of this placement. Say if this is in Leo in your fourth house, as an example, it could be through some kind of it could be through entertainment out of the home, or getting attention, exposure, some kind of notoriety for doing something out of the home, such as YouTube videos, for example. So keep in mind that the Black Moon Lilith is not all bad if you're able to embrace the higher level of it and get away from the level of it, from the area which could be to your really to your detriment and can be manifested very negatively, to say the absolute least. Now, also too, this might be a time where you might have to take more responsibility and pay certain repercussions for adverse behavior connected with the position. Say if this falls in the zodiac sign Cancer, it could be through maybe there's extreme sensitivity to criticism and ridicule, or perhaps even over caring for others at perhaps to your own expense, where it's to your own detriment, where you're not able to take care of yourself fully, or maybe somehow I call over caring for others may be seen as officious or unwanted assistance, and that could be something that you might have to pay. You might be paying for to some on some level. Now, also too, in extreme cases, this could be some kind of Saturn related physical trauma, um, which could be something with the bones, the knees, the joints, the skins, could be the hamstrings, could be the teeth in some cases. And also too, Saturn is connected with chronic debilitations and illnesses. So this could be a time where there might be some chronic debilitation that may lead to death in isolated cases, or it could be the death of a father, an older person, someone prominent in your life scheme. That could be Saturn related. It could be somebody involved in math or accounting, or somebody that was a mentor to you at some time. If this was in, say, Aquarius, it might have been somebody that might have mentored astrology, astronomy, something with computers, electronics, uh, anything that could be Aquarius related. Now, going back to the fact that it could be chronic debilitations may lead to a passing at this time. Say if it's in Scorpio, as an example, it might be something with the bladder, the colon, the prostate. Uh, if it's in Gemini, it could be some kind of like lung cancer. It could be something connected with a breathing issue. Maybe there's I don't know, I mean, I guess people could have cancer of the arms or something in the arms, because Gemini does correlate with that. And again, going back to the fact that the black moon Lilith can be connected with the void that we have in our life, it could be something that could be Saturn related. That could be something with ambition or some kind of success, or something with the one's career, where one may feel very strong and powerful, lacking at this time, or something with status and recognition. And it may be, or maybe there's some inability or ineptitude connected with being able to handle one's responsibilities at this time. And anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying, stay